Hello dear visitor and welcome to Audi Stream by Audi Hungaria. My name is Barbara Muñoz and today I am going to show you our factory in Győr. What awaits you today? We will enter the world of the four rings, where we can get an insight into the everyday life of the world's largest powertrain factory. We will also take a look at how our cars are manufactured with premium quality, and you will also discover more exciting information about us. I hope that by the end of the visit, you will get to know us better and your heart will beat with Audi Hungaria. Fasten your seatbelts, here we go. Győr is the sixth largest city in Hungary, with a population of 135,000, and it is a significant economic and cultural center of the country. Győr, also known as the City of Rivers, has outstanding transport geographical features, as it is located in a triangle between Budapest, Vienna and Bratislava. It is also located only 600 kilometers from the Ingolstadt headquarters of the Audi Group. The city's industrial traditions and the aforementioned favorable geographical location also played a role in the establishment of Audi's Hungarian subsidiary in Győr in 1993. The factory, which initially started with a small team of 82 people, now is employing nearly 12,000 people on the area of more than 5 million square meters, which is about twice the area of Monaco. Over the years, Audi Hungaria has become one of the largest exporters of Hungary and the most important player in the Hungarian automobile industry. Who would have thought this back in 1993? Let's take a closer look at our factory. Let's start exploring the different areas. We are in the largest powertrain factory in the world. Thus, let's see how our drive systems are made. Since the start of engine production in 1994, our colleagues have manufactured more than 40 million powertrain units in Győr. Over the years, the production portfolio has been constantly expanding. We produce 5 different petrol, 3 different diesel engines, and also e-motors. The largest number include 3 and 4-cylinder petrol and diesel engines, but we also produce 5, 6, and 10-cylinder petrol engines, also 6-cylinder diesel engines. The diversity of our powertrains makes us unique. Today, approximately 5,500 highly qualified colleagues work in the powertrain factory and produce more than 7,000 units per day. We produce for around 40 vehicle production sites of the Volkswagen Group. The production process begins with the arrival of the engine block, which is placed on a pallet with a data memory. After a certain lead time, our highly qualified colleagues build the complete engine. The data memory stores every step of the production process, thus recording all the important information into a system. During production, we see automatic and semi-automatic stations. Robots help us with several activities, like, for example, turning the engine or by precisely applying the sealing. The engine is subject to detailed tests during and at the end of the process, after which it is ready for delivery. In addition to the Audi models, the engines produced in Győr are also installed in Volkswagen, Skoda, Seat, Porsche and Lamborghini models. In 2018, a new and exciting chapter opened in the history of Audi Hungaria, as the serious production of e-motors started. Since then, the Győr site has become the Audi Group's leading e-motor factory, where electric powertrains are made for the Audi e-tron and the e-tron Sportback. Here we can see the first moment of the production process. The robot places the stator's laminated core in the first station. The other main component of the stator is the copper wire, from which the fibers must be wound and then drawn into the stator's laminated core. The total length of the copper wire is about 2,500 meters and it weighs 9 kilograms. This is followed by a manual station where the phase outlets are provided with insulating pipes and then glued to the coils. This work requires high precision, Thus, it can only be carried out by well-qualified and experienced colleagues. During impregnation, the stator is dipped in resin and then dried in an oven. The stators are checked with a high-voltage measuring machine. The assembly of the electroaxle begins with a modular system, where the workstations are not linked to one another. The e-motor is now to be attached to the axle drive. During the process of applying the sealant, 60 cameras monitor the whole operation. The finished powertrain is tested in 2 steps at the end of the production line and is finally transported to the logistics area by the AGVs. Our AGV system goes far beyond simple transport tasks, as it enables us, or our AGVs, to know exactly which parts or drives are needed, where and when. We are already preparing to produce the next generation of electric motors. In the future, the so-called PPE, Premium Platform Electric drives for the Volkswagen Group's purely electric models will also be manufactured in Europe. The Audi TT opened up a whole new dimension in the sports car category. A new and spectacular chapter began in the life of Audi Hungaria, when serious production of the TT models began in 1998 in Europe. In 2013, we opened our vehicle factory, which covers the entire production and employs more than 5,100 people. Currently, the top models of the premium compact SUV category, Audi Q3 and Audi Q3 Sportback, are being manufactured in Europe, from which mild and plug-in hybrid models with electric drive are also being built here. We also produce the 3rd generation of the legendary Audi TT Coupe and Audi TT Roadster. Every year, more than 170,000 cars roll down from our production lines from Europe to the world. Let's move on to our press shop, where the production process begins. We can see the huge metal coils enter the building, which are cut into plates into the desired form by a cutting machine. This press machine has several advantages. For instance, the presses are operated by 14 independent servo engines. As a result, the parameters required for the operation can be controlled individually. Within the entire Audi group, the Servo PXL was the first press street operating according to this principle. The press tools work with the help of energy recuperation. The process generates braking energy, which is stored and reused, allowing a sustainable production. The finished components pass through various quality controls at the conveyor belt. As part of the aluminium closed-loop project, the aluminium waste generated during production is collected and returned to our supplier, who reuses it to make original quality aluminium coils. The aluminium cycle thus saves almost 95% energy, leading us even closer to a greener future. Let's enter the largest building in Audi Hungaria, which is 1 kilometer long and 154,000 square meters large, which is equivalent to 21 soccer fields. We are in a futuristic world, where 750 colleagues work together with robots on the bodywork of the vehicle. The processes of our body shop are 80% automated. We use various joining techniques such as adhesive bonding, spot and mag welding, and laser welding, among others. The entire production of a car body takes about 2 hours. The bodies and its components are transported on different levels, delivering them from one station to the other. About every 90 seconds, a finished body leaves the body shop and is transported by the conveyor system to the paint shop. In our paint shop, the body-in whites not only get their final, beautiful color, but we also provide them with protection. These processes take place with nearly 100 robots. The coating amount in one vehicle weighs about 12 kilograms, and the overall thickness of the paint layers is thinner than of a human hair. The painting processes last almost 8 hours. during which the frames are immersed in cathodic dip coating after the pre-treatment. Underbody protection and sealing seams are applied. Then the bodies get a primer surface application, and after that the base and the clear coat. The last step is cavity protection. We offer 16 different serial colors, although the possibilities in the choice of colors are infinite. The most popular ones among our customers are Mystic Black, Glacier White and Ibis White. A new highlight is a matte finish color palette is now available for all Dürr manufacturing models. The car bodies arrive in the assembly in the right order according to the production plan, where our high qualified colleagues carry out the assembly of the car within about 5 hours. Here we can see the installation of the cockpit with the assistance of a handling system. We can also see how the windshield is mounted. And now we come to one of the most important stations, the wedding. The body and the already pre-assembled powertrain are joined together. The so-called wedding takes place in an 80-meter long, fully automated line, where 8-bolt tightening robots unite the chassis that contains the transmission and powertrain with the body. Afterwards, the front and rear seats will be installed, followed by the doors. After some adjustments, the gaps and fittings are checked. All data is then recorded in a special system, allowing the entire life cycle of the cars to be fully traced. Let's jump to the end of the line, where the finish of the vehicle is controlled by using special lights in the so-called light tunnel. This is where the car comes to life. Engine will be started, and now all controls and functions have to be tested. Finally comes the test drive. All vehicles are driven on the internal test track on various shaking and acceleration tracks, where true road conditions are imitated. In addition, 10% of the cars cover a distance of 35 kilometers on an external test drive in a real traffic situation. The complete vehicle, powered by a heart made in Dürr, can now be delivered to its owners. Anyone who enters the gates of Audi Hungaria's toolmaking shop arrives at the realm of giants. We have arrived in one of the largest of its kind in Eastern Central Europe, which has been operating since 2005. In the 52,000 square meter hall, 700 colleagues develop and build press tools and equipment for the body shop. In addition, hoods, doors, tailgates, fenders and side panels are made here for the exclusive and super sport models of the Audi and Volkswagen Group. All aluminium add-on components for the sport car Audi R8 and now for the electric-powered Audi e-tron GT are built here. Did I mention that we also manufacture body components for Bentley and for the Lamborghini Aventador, the Lamborghini Huracan and the Lamborghini Urus? We have arrived at our Technical Development Center, where the future is shaped. 550 highly qualified colleagues are developing the mobility solutions of the future within the Audi Group's third largest development center, in addition of supplying almost the entire Volkswagen Group with development services. At the factory's Powertrain Development Center, handed over in 2001, friction optimization, engine acoustic analysis, and engine derivatives development are supported by several test benches. 17 for internal combustion engines, 3 for electric powertrains, 2 for acoustics, and 1 for climate test, and a workshop equipped with cutting-edge technology. At the end of 2011, we also expanded our activities to include an area for the vehicle development, where our responsibilities include supporting the start of production of new models, as well as the diverse engine component and vehicle tests, and the numerical vehicle simulations also. In our laboratory, we test the acoustic, strength, and road characteristics of the Audi models. The interesting thing about our centrifuge test bench for vehicles, which is unique in Hungary, is that the vehicles can be analyzed on a simulated road at speeds up to 280 kilometers per hour without moving any single meter. In 2021, we commissioned 2 high-tech test benches which test the strength of the rotor inside the e-motor. These are unique in the entire Volkswagen Group. The Széchenyi István University of Győr is also an important strategic partner of our Technical Development Center. Audi Hungaria established the Faculty of Automotive Engineering with 7 departments, making a significant contribution to practice-oriented education and research with industrial relevance. It is particularly important now, when the industry is being transformed, that our business model is adaptable. It is the only way to preserve our future. Therefore, and through the years, Audi Hungaria has built up a wide range of so-called shared services. These are shared competences that serve the entire Volkswagen Group. Today, hundreds of colleagues work in Győr, supporting the activities of group sites around the world in the fields of technical development, finance, IT, procurement, and logistics. There are some interesting things that I haven't shown you yet. We are proud that from 2020, our company has achieved carbon neutrality. To reduce our CO2 emissions, we switched to green energy. Since 2020, more than 36,000 solar panels operate on the roofs of our 2 logistics centers. So, our company, with the participation of E.ON, can be proud of having the largest rooftop solar cell park in Europe. In addition, our company is the largest industrial user of geothermal energy in Hungary. Our geothermal power plant, commissioned in 2012, covers more than 70% of the factory's heat demand. The remaining amount is produced from natural gas with biogas certificates. We are also planning with a future-oriented cycle outside our factory. Together with Deutsche Bank Cargo, we transport components, engines, and cars in a CO2-neutral way between the factories in Ingolstadt, Brussels, and Győr. The diversity of the wildlife is also a value to us. In this way, we take measures to bring our factory in Győr even closer to the nature. Many species of flora and fauna live in the nearly 3.3 million square meters green space of our site. Sometimes ducks cross the roads connecting our production halls, and members of 6 bee colonies work hard in our self-maintained apiary. And finally, dear guests, we have reached the end of our factory tour. I hope that you enjoyed the program and now understand our company better based on what you saw and heard. We hope to welcome you personally as well in Győr soon. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.